Okay, in the last tutorial, we placed some objects into the scene that we've created together, and you've had a chance to do some lighting and stuff in your scene that you've created. In here, let's just take a look. Before I put a few objects into here and show you a few things about UVW maps and whatnot, let's take a look at this again because I noticed something. All right. When I did the lighting in this one, I just did the 3 lights, boom, 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 up at the top, and thought, well, that looks pretty good. But if we really look at it, these areas behind the chair are kind of too dark. They really are kind of too dark. It's kind of dramatic, looks kind of cool, but it's not very natural. So what I didn't do is I did not put ambient lights in here. I'm going to just make a clone of that and put it away for a second. So ambient lights are easy enough to do. I'm just going to go to my top view and over here to lights and make sure that we're not on photometric but standard. I'm going to go to an OmniLight and I will go ahead and put one there, and I'm going to go ahead and shift copy that one down, making a reference because I want them to all do the same thing. And OK, and then I'm just going to control click this light as well, and I'll shift copy this over here. So say OK, and control click these guys here, and take a look at my front viewport, and probably just raise them up just a little bit. OK, and let's see here. So we'll go into our camera view, take another render. Okay, well that got rid of those shadows, but it's really too bright now. This is all washed up here. So remember, ambient lights are only just to give you just a little bit of light around, just so that those shadows don't get too dark. All right, going over here, and I could have one or I could have all of them selected. Doesn't matter because those are references after all. We don't want shadows on with our ambient lights. But here we go. With our intensity, probably bringing that way down. Here, how about like 0.1? It was at 1, now it's only at 0.1, 1/10 of what it was. Now let's take a look. Okay, that's pretty good. You see, it didn't really mess up the lighting throughout the room, but it did change this. Let's take a look at that relative to our first one. So here, much more dramatic, but like I say, a little bit unrealistic. This is much more realistic. Okay. And, you know, if I wanted to, I could continue to mess with this. This could be down as low as like 0.01, for instance. And let's see what that looks like. Okay, that's maybe we're losing it again. It's not really strong enough to make a difference. All right, let's bring it up to 0.05. Because I did like a little bit of that drama. Oh, and by the way, the decay, no decay at all. Because these aren't real lights. What it's doing with the ambient light is just sort of mimicking the light that's just in the air around. You know, because unless you're in some kind of really cut off dark cave or room with absolutely no light at all, where you can't even see your hand in front of your face, there's going to be some light. It's just how the atmosphere works. Okay, well that's a happy medium. All right, we'll leave it at that.